Here are 7 things I would do differently as a now secure woman in the dating scene, because if you have an anxious attachment style, you might suck in dating just like I used to. So here are 7 things completely I would follow to the T if I would be you, if I would be single. Trust me, if you want a secure man, if you don't want to find an avoidant, unavailable guy, do exactly this. By the way, watch out for the last one. This might be very shocking or a surprise for you. So let's jump in right away. By the way, hi if you're new here, or welcome back. I am Yula, the Anxious to Secure coach, and welcome to the Anxious to Secure podcast. So number 1 is I would date multiple people, not just one. And ideally at least 2 or 3 at the same time after you found a few people you actually like, you can relate to, and you think, okay, they're cute and we get along, but keep dating multiple people. This one used to feel so wrong to me, being anxiously attached, and always didn't want to share my energy and was confused, and I thought I was already cheating, even though, you're not cheating on anyone. That's how anxious attachment works. Meet one guy, have one good chat, and your brain already build your whole love story. You delete your dating app, stalk him on Instagram, and call your best friends to say, I think he's the one. But now you date from a secure place, right? You understand that dating multiple people isn't just about being shady, it's about staying in your choice. You stop fixating and you change your energy. So you become very selective. You raise the bar early and don't attach to the first person who gives you the crumbs. Because when you only focus on one, you put all of your eggs in one basket and all your emotional energy into someone you don't even know yet. He could be a serial killer or a stalker or, I don't know, an avoidant guy. So secure dating is about seeing who earns your focus, not just who gets you by default or who you fall in love with because he fills some of your needs and you don't fall in love with the fantasy of who they are. And one of the biggest reasons is you want options. You want to give yourself options here, to be picky. Here right now in Italy, for example, I'm starting to miss some more social connections. I don't speak the language yet, so I can't even interact with my partner's family that much yet. And I hear someone walking past, maybe they speak English or German, and I'm immediately, oh my God, should I talk to them? Shall I become best friends with them? Just because literally I'm a little bit starved socially, emotionally, with connections. And right now, like, there are no other options out there, right? And the same is true for dating. And even if I meet someone out on the streets and I know we wouldn't vibe, the way they talk or they're dressed is immediately okay. We probably would never be friends in London or where I had a few more friends and connections. But here, because I haven't met that many people yet who I could actually connect with or, create a community with, I'm more like, okay, you're good enough. You speak my language. Okay, let's go. And the same is true for dating. If you are only focusing too much on one person, you're not giving yourself any options. So push yourself outside the comfort zone and keep dating them to see if they're the right fit, if they meet your level and your standards, because they are doing the same. Trust me. And number 2, I highly recommend is date slow. I have an entire video on how to date slow if you're anxiously attached, to not attach too fast. It is essential. It is something you have to do because trust is earned. It's not instantly given. When you rush, you fall in love with the idea of who someone is and not with the real person. Yes, they might be like aloof and very funny and you think, oh my God, yeah, so cute. But often we maybe fall in love with because they're so charming or because they're so handsome or because he has a certain status or because he drives a certain car or because he's like literally super cute, right? And he makes you maybe a little bit laugh, smile, but you don't actually know him yet. You might have major red flags. So anxious attachment, me would already be planning future trips after 2 dates and ignoring that his words didn't match his actions yet. Being secure now means you take your time. You notice and you see if their behavior aligns with what they actually say over time. And then those butterflies, that's not actually chemistry. If you feel like an intense amount of attraction and magnetic pull, that's usually anxiety and your nervous system whispering, hey, we know this. This feels familiar. This is actually unsafe because, this is from your childhood. So now, secure me, I would definitely slow down, even if it's hard, even if it's still uncomfortable. No need to label anything yet. No need to already create my wedding picture folder or merge our names together or fantasize, obsess, or cut it out. I would let things unfold and enjoy and observe instead of performing. If you slow down and then also date several people, this is a perfect combination because it allows you to really meet the real person. It gives your brain options and you can actually enjoy the process and really meet them for who they are. Because if you are then finding someone and seeing, you know what, I really like them, and you're trying to excuse their behaviors, but then in the end you see, but there are no other good men out there, he's basically all I have. I'm already 39 years old and it's too late for me to create a family, so I better just get him. But if you already then date more people, you allow yourself more to slow down because you're actually realizing there are options out there. Does it make sense? So, and then the third tip is be authentic fast as possible. Show all of your little flaws and quirks. The faster you show your real self, the faster you filter out who's not meant for you and who's actually vibing on your same frequency. If you're anxious attached, you're always like abandoning yourself. You're trying to match their energy. You're suddenly becoming a fan of football or baseball or rock or hip hop. I don't know, whatever they say, you suddenly agree with, right? Because you don't want to be abandoned, you don't want to be rejected, but you do want to reject the person who's not on one level with you. The faster you do this, the faster you meet your person who's obsessed with Harry Potter or who watches Christmas movies 20 months, no, 12 months a year, who sings Christmas songs all year round as well, just like me. So if you're very emotional, say so. Maybe they really love this about you, even if they're not super emotional. Or if you need daily reassurance, own it. If you're still anxious attached and don't even want to become securely attached, you exactly show up as who you are. Say how many times you want to receive a text back. Don't fake it. Say exactly what you need, what you want. And if you're quirky, sensitive, very spiritual, a little extra, perfect. Show this side of you already and really vet them as well. Like, what do you want from them? We fall in love with people because of their quirks. We don't judge them for it. And if you judge them for it, then they're not your person, but vice versa. Rather be fully honest with them right beginning and then get rejected early on, because rejection is always a redirection. Don't be scared of it. And the fourth rule, extremely important, no sex or no physical intimacy until there's emotional safety and until you know exactly this is the person you really see something long-term with. I would 100% wait, as I actually always did, and I'm very proud of myself, that our core values would be aligned. There's mutual care and respect, and there's something long-term there. Basically, when it feels like you're already emotionally fully naked before anything happens physically. Because we as women, we bond through intimacy. Like, I attach so fast once I kiss, once I cuddle, and especially, the closer I get physically, the more I want, the more I fall in love head over heels with this person. And that is just because of the oxytocin. And men, they don't fall in love this way. Men fall in love through actions. If a man provides, they take care of you and feel like a little bit of a protector and a hero, they can really fall in love with you. Plus is your energy and your attractiveness on top of this, right, for them. And number 5 dating rule I would do, something I would apply if I would be dating again now as a securely attached woman, is head over heart. And that is very weird for me to say because I always used to be extremely like heart only when it comes to relationships and love because, it makes sense. I'm a hopeless romantic. Now I wouldn't say hopeless anymore. I'm still a huge romantic. I love love, but that always gets us into the wrong kind of relationships in love. I used to lead with my heart and call it following love, but that's how I ended up chasing the potential, ignoring red flags and mistaking chaos for passion and attaching way too fast to someone where I know the person is not good for me because you think that's love, right? So love wins and nothing else matters, but there are a lot of other things that do matter. Your heart is not the only thing that is important because in fact it's often your nervous system. It's not love. So now I let my heart lead, but then logic, observation, and clarity is really the big factor that is important. This is safe. I can trust this person and it feels also right. So head first dating it can look like noticing if someone is canceling a date last minute and watching how they handle stress, seeing how they speak about their ex or friends or waiters over time, seeing is this a one-off or is this a pattern? Is this a trend? And that's what tells you who they are and not just about if it's chemistry and attachment and not just about the spark alone. And 6 is date from a detached energy. Detachment is a big thing nowadays. So let me be clear what I mean with this in the dating space. So there's nothing worse than dating from a place of scarcity. It's like if I don't find someone soon, I'll end up alone or it's too late for me. That energy, people can feel it, trust me. And it pushes love away, the right people away, and it attracts the wrong people into your life. And then you definitely won't have time anymore to find the right people. So now, if I would be dating as a sexually attached woman, I would date from a place of fullness, knowing there are good men out there everywhere, knowing love isn't rare and it's aligned and I do have time to find them. It's never too late, no matter if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, or 70s. And I would be clear on what I want, but I would then detach from it. So have your goal, but then detach from everything else. And this is how you can show up and not rush the dating process. This is how you can vet the right person and show up from a like, hey, you know what? This might be fun, but I can let this one go and this one go. And hey, I'm going to be a little bit curious about this person. And you can flirt and you can be more yourself and you can show up with a complete different energy. And that's magnetic. That's when you find the same energy who then pulls you in and who you pull in at the same time, if that makes sense. So maybe you chat with a dog walker because you are very open and relaxed and you're very dreamy and just walking and you are very, and you're relaxed and feminine in your secure energy. And then you make eye contact with a guy at the grocery store. And this is how you actually then meet someone, not just rushing through dating apps and forcing it and you're not chasing. And 7, keep your life the main event. By the way, this is not the last one. I have one bonus one at the end I really want you to hear. So hang on for the last one. So what does it look like to create your life as the main event? So your relationship, you know this, but it's hard to implement this if you have an anxious attachment style. But listen, your relationship should be the bonus to your happiness and should not be your whole happiness. When my life is full, I have routines, I have goals, I have passions, I have people around me, I have a reason to wake up to, and I'm happy when I go to bed and I'm happy when I go back to bed. I'm not waiting for someone to text me back quickly. I feel okay. I feel fulfilled. So just now, before I actually, for example, put on all of this setup for my podcast, I was at the same time putting on some Christmas pop background music and I was vibing to the music and dancing around and I was just having fun. And that's exactly what it is. If you have an anxious attachment style, you're just getting things done. You're like rushing from one thing to another thing. You're not actually enjoying little things in your life. If you have a secure attachment style, it's not just about the big things. It's about able to just dance to a silly song on the radio. You don't have to just wait for your partner to come home and then dance with him. You can just do little things for yourself. And that's a huge difference. When I was anxiously attached, I would cancel plans, skip workouts, pause my life, stop journaling, stop going outside, stop even playing with my partner's dog because I couldn't connect and feel connected and alive, because I didn't want to miss a chance to see him, or it just wasn't fun. Now I would really protect my life. Like, I really, really care about it. Like, it's precious. My morning walks and the friendships I have, even though I really want to work more on this and building more friendships, connect to the existing ones more consistently. My hobbies, my creative passions, my time alone as well, without performing, without always being on. Now I would give up just because I would start dating, or I would see a partner, I would, be in a relationship with someone. Just because my partner suddenly, decided he's ready to do something with me, I would suddenly cancel everything just because it's more fun to do things with him. But you need to learn to cancel things for him as well, not to drop everything for him, just to keep doing your things. And over time, you will enjoy it more. So my partner should add to my life, not replace it, because my life is the main event, not a waiting room for love. The right person doesn't make your world smaller, it expands it, but it's not the whole world. Secure dating means you stay the main character and you don't press pause on your dreams for anyone, because love is meant to expand what's already whole, not fill a hole inside of you. And I also want to date someone who still keeps up his routine as well, no matter if I'm going to be around suddenly. I like a man who is full of his life, who's excited, who's going either to the gym or who's working out in different ways, who reads books, who's excited about life, who has a full life. So imagine, men are also attracted to you if you have a full life. So actually, I want to have one more extra point here. As I said, this is probably one of the most shocking ones, but the last one, the bonus point, is I would never initiate or follow up after the first dates. Hear me out on this. Told me when I was anxious, attached, and in my head, insecure and shy. By the way, this is just for the females, right? For women only. Told me would panic after a great date. I would stare at my phone, overthink, send a follow-up. Did you get home? Are you going to call me? Hey, when are we going to hang out again? Or worse, follow up again and again. Even just like already on the same date, I would say, hey, do you want to see me again? No, that's anxious attachment energy, trying to force the connection because your nervous system can't handle the unknown, the uncertainty. And it would never work out long term, especially. It would either push a man completely away or only makes him relax because you're doing all the work. You're chasing already. And you will be always the chaser for their entire relationship. He will never be the one who steps it up, who initiates things, because you are already in your masculine energy. You will never be the one who actually relaxes in your feminine energy. You will always be the one who's overdoing, overfunctioning, initiating, and then ask yourself, why is he not stepping up? Why is he not showing initiative? Because this is how your relationship started. So now, secure me, I would not initiate the first dates. As a woman, right? It's different from men. As a man, you should initiate the first dates, the first replies, the first follow-ups. Now, as a secure woman, I would not say, how was your day? Did you like the date? When are we going to see us again? Did you miss me at the weekend? Because men fall in love through effort, through winning you over. It's literally biology. It's nervous system wiring. It's thousands of years of being the hunter and the pursuer, the one who earns and accesses the feminine. And when you start to lead, he steps back. When you chase, he becomes passive. When you fill in the silence, his energy drops and you rise. Exactly the opposite of what creates this attraction, the polarity. So if he's not into you, he won't reach out. Take it as a sign. If he will reach out to you, he is into you. If he reaches out to you after maybe a week, maybe not that into you, okay? Or he's already having other dates and reaching out to other girls. If he's texting other girls, he will show that too, through this way. So if he's very inconsistent, that is a sign. He will always be inconsistent. No amount of maybe he forgot or let me check in again will turn him into the man who chooses you fully. So here's what I would do instead. Now, as a secure woman, I would respond warmly. If he texts, if he initiates, if he calls, I would receive his effort. I would show interest, but never perform. I would be open if I'm somewhere at a bar. My body language is open. If someone looks at me, I would give him with signals that I'm open to receive through a little smile, through an open posture, not through an ice cold facade, but they need to do the move to come over. I would let him be the one who drives the car for the first few weeks to do the actions, to initiate, to be the pursuer. And then later on, once he's showing up consistently, once he's more planning, initiating, leaning in, choosing you, then you can meet him more in the middle. But overall, he should still be more the one who's initiating. Because if this guy can't initiate in the beginning, he won't magically become the one who books your holidays and plans dates and takes care of you when you fly somewhere and arranges everything for you. No, you will always be the one who's the manager and the mom, and you are the one who takes care of everything and is then resentful and completely overwhelmed with everything. So the first dates are the blueprint. If he wants you, he will make it known. If he doesn't, let him go. Don't check and follow up. And I don't want the man if he doesn't choose me at the beginning. I want the man who can't stop choosing me. So that's secure energy, that's your power, that's your protection. This is what dating looks like for me. This is how you can follow the same blueprint if you like to, for no longer proving your worth, but protecting your peace. When you don't chase chemistry, you choose compatibility. When you stop trying to be chosen, you start actually choosing. And that's secure energy. That's power, and that is peace, as I said. If you want help with any of this, becoming securely attached or becoming more the secure version of you while you date or while you're in a relationship, reach out to me, hop on a free call with me, just share your story, share your ideas, your goals, and maybe what you've been through. See if you want to get coached or how else I can help you. I'm very open to just chat with you to see how I can help you. Otherwise, email me. I'm here for you. Remember, change in your relationship starts with you. Thought by thought, action by action, and now episode by episode. Lots of love. Yula, bye-bye.